how you got into boxing and how it all came about?
How I got into boxing was, I would say, unique.
Yeah.
It just happened.
Yeah.
It's one of the things. I was doing a lot of sports at the time, and then I wanted to just get into it, like see if I could see how I was doing it. And the main reason was to protect myself.
Yeah.
Like if anything happened, I always had the thing in my mind: if I hit someone, I want to knock them out.
Yeah.
I want to knock them out one punch. So when I actually discovered Mike Tyson, and I saw how he was small and he would knock out anyone or whatever, I got like intrigued with that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I asked mum if I could go to a boxing club in Leighton.
Okay.
Because my uncle was running it. She was like, yeah, you can go there, but she don't want me fighting, she don't want me in the ring, she just wants me to do the training. Yeah. And then yeah, done that when I was about 14, but as I said before, I was doing a lot of different sports.
Yeah.
So it's like I was going in circles and doing different sports, not taking any of them 100%. And then yeah, injuries happened in other sports. Things went up and down, and then when I turned 18, I said I'm going to do this boxing thing 100%.
Yeah. And that was it. Which gym was it you first went to? The one in Leighton?
First ever boxing gym I went to was Leighton County.
Yeah.
Yeah, first ever boxing gym. I went there when I was about 14 for like 3 months. And then I stopped because I was doing athletics full time and it was too much for my body. And then yeah, when I got serious, I went to TKO.
Okay.
And I met Tony Cisse, who I boxed for as an amateur. And then yeah, 2012, I met Tunde, and then now we're here.
The rest is history.
What about your amateur career? Because people obviously always use that against you, about your lack of amateur experience. Talk to me about your amateur career.
Well, I had, I'll be the first to say it, I had a very short amateur career. I only had 12 amateur fights, and 11 of them didn't go the distance. So yeah, amateur fights are free, what is it, 2 or 3 minutes, 3 rounds.
3 threes or 3 twos.
Yeah, 3 twos or 3 threes, depending on if you go open class or what. And yeah, 11 of them didn't go the distance. So 3 rounds, it's not much experience. And yeah, I just took it in my stride really. I believe in the more you learn, and I think it depends on you as well as an individual. Some people, no matter how much experience they get in the ring, they're still jittery or they're not relaxed and all these other things. So I think it's partly down to me and partly down to the training methods of me and Tunde.
Was it hard to match you then, obviously, with you stopping people? What was it like getting you a fight in the amateurs?
The way my amateur career went was like this year. And again, I'm a strong believer in your experiences make you who you are. So the way my amateur career went was, I had my first fight in Tottenham. I knocked out the guy. He had 4 fights at the time, won 3, lost 1. I knocked him out in the second round, and he was stocky, he was a big guy. So after that, I didn't get no fights for like 3 months, and I wanted to be fighting like every week, like the Americans do. And then my amateur coach Tony was like to me, you can't knock out everyone because you won't get no fights. So I believed him. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. My next fight, I'm gonna box. My second fight come now. I'll box the guy. We went to an away show, an army show. So it's like you fight a bunch of boys from the army. I gave this guy a beating. Yeah, like when I say beating, like it even got to the point where I hit him and he wobbled across the ring, and then like I walked off. Yeah. But as I gained experience, amateur judges don't like that. They feel like you're showboating. They don't like showboating. But I was literally just trying to get the rounds. Like I didn't want to go out there and knock him out. Beat him up. He had black eye, bloody nose, bloody mouth. I was exactly how you're seeing me now. And they gave it to him. The whole venue went sour. My friend Ahara Davis, he was there. He started shouting in the arena saying, everyone knows who won that fight. You know he's got a big mouth. He's like, that's a robbery, that's a robbery. And then people, when I was walking past, people were saying, oh, you won that. Like shaking my hand saying, you won that, you won that. After that fight, I knocked out everyone.
Really, just
everybody,
the judges, innit?
Everyone got it. If it got to the 3rd round, I was swinging to the cows came home. I said, there's no way I'm letting the judges judge my fight again. In the amateurs, anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I knocked out everyone. Everybody. Even in competition. I done the Box Cup in 2012. I knocked out everybody. And then the last, because I knocked out the first 2, the guy, 2 people that was meant to fight me in the final, the first guy that made it to the final, he pulled out. And then the guy that they replaced him with, he was the guy that I beat before, so he pulled out. And then the 3rd person was a guy that lost the semi-final in the open class. So he was an Irish guy. He had over 50 bouts. I said, yeah, let's fight. And then we fought as well. I knocked him out as well.
So you won it?
yeah. I won the Haringey box cut.
I was there.
Yeah, was you there? Yeah. Gee. So it was meant to be under 20 bouts, but again, I fought a guy open class, so they still counted it under 20 bouts. But
everyone spoke about that, you know.
Yeah,
Senior A and B, everyone spoke about him. Yeah.
So I knocked him out. He's corner threw in the towel. I wobbled him about 4 times, like straight after the other.
So even though you had a limited amount of fights, there's a bit of pedigree there with like the Haringey box cut. That's a good title to win.
What made you go over? So when did you think, I'm done now, I want to go pro?
I think it was after, basically I'd done the box cut and then I had 2 fights after that. Yeah, I had 2 fights after the box cut. A guy that was boxing open class, I stopped him. I think he boxed for England as well, I can't remember his name. And then I fought another guy after that who had, I think he had like something like 6 fights and 6 knockouts or something like that. And I knocked him out. And then after I knocked him out, I didn't get no fights ever.
That's it.
No fights. And then I entered the competition. What was it? The novices. I entered the novices, yeah, under 20 bouts. And there was a guy named Jermaine Taylor. He had won it the previous year. Meant to be a fantastic boxer or whatever. And then it was a bloodfest. Like literally, there was I beat him up. And then after that, a whole year went past without me getting a fight.
Really?
And then imagine that's in the novices year. So I've won that fight. That's the first round. The second round comes. You know, in the amateurs, you have to give your card over once you enter a competition. They come to the next round and they said, oh, we can't find your boxing card, so you can't fight. So I was like, that don't make no sense. You got it. Like, I've given it to you. It's not my fault. They're like, oh, no card, no boxing. That's literally the attitude, yeah. So I was like, what do you mean? So Tony at the time, he had a mad temper, so he was like, right, effing this, effing that. He goes, I'm gonna go sit in the ring. No one's fighting. I'm gonna go sit in the ring now. He goes, you watch, because he's had like so many rows with the board. He got banned from the board or whatever, from throwing a chair, I think, and grabbing something. Yeah, because things like this, like he said that they always do these kind of things to me, blah 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 blah. So again, it was experience. I said, I calmed Tony down because usually I'm the one to get upset. I said, I calmed him down. I said, you know, that's the way it was meant to be. And then yeah, a whole year went past, no one would fight me, and I was just training with Tunde at the same time. I was training with Tony, and then me and Tunde just started training more and more, working hard. And then I forgot, when was it? 2014. Tunde said to me, Ant, I don't really tell no one to turn pro yet because you're ready to turn pro. I was like, nah, not yet. I said, I'll tell you when I'm ready. He goes, okay. And he said it to me again. He's like, Ant, I don't know what you're waiting for. You're ready to turn pro. Yeah. I said, no, I want to be ready. I want to feel like I'm ready inside. Yeah. And then 2015 came. I think it was the beginning of the year, like January, about February. And I said, Ant, look, I'm ready to turn pro. He goes, we're gonna make this happen. So yeah, we had the meeting with Frank Warren, and yeah, we're here now.
How do you think your career's gone? Obviously, you're not where you want to be. Your level's above where you want to go. But how do you think from 2015 to now? How do you rate what you've done?
I'll rate it 10 out of 10. The reason I rate it 10 out of 10 is because you don't really see like my story, what's happened so far. 12 amateur fights. I'm not no one that brags or boasts about anything, but I've done well so far. 12 amateur fights. Had my pro debut under a legendary promoter. Had good fights. Knocked my opponents out within the first 3 years, or 2 years, 2.5 years. I've won 3 titles, and I'm ranked number 3 with the WBO. And I'm ranked in the top 10 in the world in all organisations. So I'm doing well right now. I just got to keep it going.
About the domestic light heavyweight, the scene at the moment, obviously you know where I'm probably going with Mr Frank Buglione, but what do you think about the light heavyweight scene in this country? Because there seems to be more and more popping up.
I don't really pay attention to it. I don't know if that's, people will say, oh, that's a mistake, or people won't agree with me doing that, but I'm just so in my own bubble. I focus on my soul. So the name that come up to me was Frank Buglione. For obvious reasons, he's a British champion. He's a very experienced guy, but I feel like he's more experienced in dodging a fight. and talking and saying certain things and then not agreeing to fight me. He's had the biggest offers I've ever heard of for a British title fight. He's turned it down for whatever reasons. He's started talking about, he put a poll up, who do you want me to fight? I won it. There's another poll that went up, who do you think will win this fight? I won it. How do you think this fight will end? I won it by knockout. He's had so many offers. I'm sick and tired of talking about this guy because I feel like the more I'm getting spoken about, people keep affiliating me with him, so it's making him get spoken about. So I know about them tactics. If you're not going to fight me, shut up. If you're going to fight me, let's make it happen. Like, he's the one that called out my name because the British public were putting pressure on him. It's all over his Twitter. I don't know if he's deleted tweets now, but I saw what was happening because people were tagging me in it as well. I just saw it, laughed. I was like, ha ha, he, ha ha. See it. People do it all the time. Like, I've had heavyweights calling me out. I just laugh. I'm like, he, ha ha. So again, there was a time where I was in Miami. I fought for the Southern Area title. He's British champion at the time, and he's called me out. So I'm in Miami at the time. I'm there shaking a leg, enjoying myself. So I've seen it. I'm like, hang on, didn't we offer to fight this guy in my night fight? And he turned it down. So I was like, okay. Unc, contact Frank please and see if we can make this fight happen. That's not even my character. I don't go and chase nobody. But because he called out my name, he put it on Twitter saying, after I deal with Ricky Summers, that was the name, I have no problem taking another undefeated record. So I said, okay, let's make this fight. So Frank made him an offer. I don't know what happened there. They made him another offer. I don't know what happened there. And then all of a sudden, fight Jose Burton and then fight me. What are you talking about? You've just knocked out Jose Burton. Why do I have to fight somebody you just knocked out? So then, no, that was it. He made that statement after I won the WBO European. So then I had the top 10 ranking. I was ranked number 8 at the time. Higher ranking than him in the world organization. And then he comes out with fight Jose Burton. So I'm like, that don't make no sense. I've just had a fight that's boosted me. It's all about rankings in boxing until you become a world champion. That's what it's all about, rankings. Now I'm ranked number 1 in Britain. He's number 2. And I'm ranked number 3 with the WBO. So again, it's all about rankings. I'm ranked higher than him. So now he's playing the dodging game, not me.
Is that a title that you want, or are you more looking towards world honors now? Is it?
It's a title that I want. It's not a title that I necessarily need. British title is a prestige title. I would love to have it. You know, it's one of the things of belts. Like, I like belts. It's a nice looking belt. It's belts. I think the fight with Bugoloni would be good for me domestically. I think it would be good for him as well. The build-up would be good for him. In terms of attention and things like that. But again, he's lost fights before. He's been knocked. I don't know if he's been knocked out before, but he's lost fights before. The way I see it is, it's experience for me. He'll bring a different style, whatever he brings to the table. But what I do know is he gets hit quite easily, and I'm not the kind of person you want to get hit by.
Talk to me, obviously, in that short career that you've had so far, you've been over to America.
Yeah.
One of the hilarious things was the way they were saying your name as you walked to the ring. But talk to me about that whole experience over there, because it was like open air, it was America, it was the first time they got to see you. What was that like?
The first thing, the stadium's so big, it seems like it's open air. It wasn't even open air.
Oh, sorry.
Dallas, Texas is unbelievable. Literally, the stadium is an AT&T stadium. From my knowledge, it's in the top 3 biggest stadiums in the world. 100 and something thousand capacity, massive. Like when we was at the top of the stadium, where they had cars or whatever, the ring looked like this bottle. It looked tiny, so I was like, am I fighting in that? They were just preparing it. Even though I was first on, there was only like even though you couldn't see no one, there was about 200 people in the venue at the time when I fought, but it seemed like no one was in there because it was so big. Massive experience. Even at the open workout, hearing the American commentators, after you do the open workout, you go and sit on like a podium thing and have a conversation. Like, it was all the experience for me. And some people, it'll break them. They'll be like, oh, the stage, like Oscar De La Hoya calling out your name, calling you he said I'm a fantastic fighter and all these other things. What's his name? Hopkins, Bernard Hopkins knew who I was, talking to me, telling me about, because he fought like heavyweight as well. So a lot of refreshing things. So when you go over there, Anthony Yarde. Anthony Yarde. Yeah, that stuck with me. All my friends, Like when they want to take the mick at me, they just say, "Okay, Yarde."
Yarde.
Yarde.
Do you reckon that was your best performance? It was quite a shocking one, the way you walked away after you hit him and just let him fall.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it was my best performance. I'll say it was my best knockout, my best punch. It was a lead left hook, and I feel like some people saying, "Oh, like I got a lot of mixed emotions," and saying, "Oh, you should have finished him. You should have carried on punching." Some people saying, "Because how you left it, it aced it. Like it just like you knew you hit him, you just walked away, you left him on the ropes." And the fact that other people didn't know what happened, and even the commentators were like, "Oh, he's on the ropes, he's on the ropes." Like they didn't, like, no one knew what really happened. But I knew exactly as soon as the punch landed, I knew. Like I just felt it. I said, "There's no way." He's and if it was in the middle of the ring again, he would have been in the, on the canvas. So my best punch,
What was your best knockout? What was your best performance? You feel that you performed?
I can't say because it depends on opponent, but I'll say my best performance was my last one. I fought a guy that has been in with world champions, never been knocked out. He only lost 4 fights before fighting me, and all the fighters he lost to either became world champions or were in world title. It was in world title fights. The fight before me, he drew with the current WBO European champion, which a lot of people saying he won the fight. So for me to go out there and knock him out, in the 4th round, I'll say that was my best performance.
Taking it away from boxing, people see you in the gym, they see the flashy, they see the chains, and they see the happy side of you. What do you say to people that think that you're just a horrible, unapproachable, flashy person?
I wouldn't say there's anything like bad about me, if I'm honest. Apart from everyone's a human. I'm sure you've been angry before, or you're in a bad mood sometimes. Sometimes you leave me alone, I don't want to talk to no one. Especially around fight time. Around fight time, that's when you get the most media. A lot of people come and see you or whatever, and that's the time you're just focused, you're just on fighting.
Yeah, of course.
So some people might get a mixed emotion saying, "Oh, he's moody or whatever," but 9 times out of 10, I'm out, eating my food, being happy, laughing and joking, training hard. Even when we're in the gym, we're laughing and joking, we're training hard. So, yeah, there's not. Recently, I got grills, yeah. Big shout out to Covered in Carrots. They sponsored me with some 18-karat gold grills.
I think I saw this on your Instagram.
That's so cool.
Yeah, like all that kind of stuff. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you got gold in your mouth. Even my mum, she's got a gold tooth in her mouth as well. She got 1 gold tooth. I'm from Jamaica.
Yeah.
They live in gold. So yeah, I got some gold reels that I like. A lot of people I'm getting mixed receptions about them. I don't really look on Instagram or nothing, but even comments on them, like my pictures and stuff. Oh, he's turning into one of them or whatever. I'm just being myself, bro. Yeah. You've only seen me for a certain amount of time or whatever. Eventually, you get to know me more. You see me on TV. Yeah.
What do you think of hate? I don't hate this word, but haters. You're going to get so many people that hate on you, and even if you do something amazing, they'll pick something that's wrong. How do you deal with that pressure and that?
I love them. I feel like they need love. I'm being honest. I feel like they need love. They're human beings that need love. So, open arms. Give me a hug.
Yeah.
Bring it in. Just bring it in. Just bring it in. Give me a hug. Because clearly there's something going on where their hatred levels are so high for no reason. I've got people that will message me and be like, "Oh, this person's gonna do you in." I'll be like, "Okay, clearly you're a fan of that person, so I have nothing against you." You got people saying, "Oh, why is he always happy?" I think Tunde's had it as well. Why are you always happy? Yeah. Why are you worried about
something? Always happy though.
Like, I'm a kind of person, I love seeing people happy. It makes me happy. If you walk into a shop here and the guy's grumpy with you, or the woman's grumpy with you, you're going to be like, "Oh, I'm not coming back here." But if she's bubbly with you, it gives off energy. So it's about, I think life's about happiness and being healthy. That's what life's about. So when you're seeing someone else happy and you're upset with it, you got an issue. You clearly got an issue. So I don't really pay them any attention, but I do love them, because at the same way, Floyd Mayweather said it, whether they talk bad about you or talk good about you, they're talking about you. So again, they're putting your name out there, they're doing whatever they're doing.
You originally come from East London and you was like, could have got involved in such a different life.
Beast from the East.
Do you think boxing has changed your life, and do you think it's a good thing to keep people off of the streets and try and change their life?
100%. With me, I feel like anything someone has an interest in that they give 100%, yeah, it's gonna change their life. If you're obsessed with water and you want to start creating your own water, and you start doing study and putting all your effort into trying to create water, it's gonna take up your time. It's gonna, if you've got a real passion for it and a love for it, that's what you're really gonna think about. You're not gonna have time to be worrying about what another man's got or worrying about the streets, because that's what happened with me. I did get led into the wrong things, you know, not even friends, but just people that you started to hang around. You saw older people with nice things. How'd they get it? Oh, I'll do this, I'll do that. So you're thinking, I want to do this and do that. But again, I've always been a person that's had my own mind. I think for myself, and I make my own decisions. So even when I was with a boy day in, day out, we basically together every day, he went on a different route. Even up to now, he went on a different route. Stabbings, he's been stabbed. He stabbed this person, he stabbed that person. He's in this kind of wars. And but again, everyone has a decision to make in life. And again, that could have easily been me. Even when there was a time period we was always together, people were like, "Ah, cool, you're his friend." I said, but literally, it's not to do with me. But I'm not even going to get into all them kind of conversations. But that shows you about decisions in life. You get me? Once you make a decision to do something, it occupies your time. Me, it's about gym. It's about working hard, becoming a better fighter. Yeah.
Taking it back to your happy place.
Yeah.
What's on the menu?
What's on the menu?
Where's the food?
Oh,
talk to me about
right
it.
here we got Nando's. I'm seeing Perry sauce, so I'm going Nando's. Don't know where you're going, but I'm going Nando's. That Perry sauce has been staring at me from a gutter.
How do you handle pressure? Because you're Maxi Muscle, you're BT Sport poster boy, I bet your phone goes a million times a day. How do you sit there and think, oh, how do I handle this?
There's a new addition. There's Foot Asylum.
Oh yeah,
that's brilliant.
We've got a Foot Asylum now, and there's something else in the pipeline. It's a big pipe, brewing. It's a massive pipe, it's boiling. I feel like the only pressure, this is something people need to listen to as well, yeah. The only pressure in life there is the pressure you put on yourself. Because if you think about it, the only times you get nervous, yeah, in life is when you're putting pressure on yourself. I've got an exam, I need to pass, because you're worrying about what people are going to think afterwards, or you're worrying about letting someone down, letting your parents down, or letting yourself down. Whereas I'm on this having fun thing. Boxing, for me, I'm having fun. It's a serious sport. I'm taking it seriously. It's my life. But I try to get into my mind. Enjoy it. Enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy sparring. Enjoy doing the training. Me and Tony have bare jokes in the gym. It's serious at the same time. Sometimes I get angry with him. I'm like, "Bro, you're messing up." And he'll say to me, "You look at me, you're messing up." So it's competitive. It's competitive. But again, surround yourself with people that are just as driven as you, that you get along with, and have fun together.
Mentioning Sunday, talk to me about the relationship, the science, the love.
But it's like we're best friends in the different time zones, you know. Yeah. He's before me. His time's before my time. Again, I'll bait him up here as well. He used to be into bad things as well. Yeah. He used to be into very bad things as well. And then again, it's not about what you used to do. It's about what you change your life. He made, same as me. Yeah. He probably made bigger decisions than I did. Because I'll tell you now, he was walking around with a lot of money, hanging around with a lot of serious people. And again, he just switched it off and said, you know what, this is what I want to do in my life. Let's see what happens. And people called him mad and saying, bro, do you know what you're in right now, and you're walking away. Yeah. Again, decisions in life. I had the same thing.
So is it someone you can look up to? Is it someone you look up to as well?
I don't look up to no man. I don't look up to no man or woman. That's not. Like people say, do you idolize? I don't idolize no man or woman. I don't look up to no man or woman except God. That's the only person I look up to. And that's the only person I idolize as well. But me and Tunde, we click. Again, Tunde will be the first person to tell you, we battled for ages about age. Yeah. There's been times when I said, you know, you was right. And he's come to me and said, I was right. So he said to me, it's not about age. And we battled for ages about age. He was like, it's your age, it's your age. And I said, no, it's not my age. And he comes to me, he goes, you know what? He goes, you're a unique individual. And I said, Unc, you're a unique individual. Yo, I've never met anyone like you. That Unc's a strong person. He's like my mum. Like my mum's been through a lot. And she's strong, like mentally. Like it's hard to break my mum. And Tunde's the same. And again, your rewards come, whether they come later on in life or whatever, you get your reward. You just got to stick to what you know and keep doing it.
Stupid question. You are world level. You see yourself. Do you look at it and like, I am world level?
100%. Boxing, yeah, is not a sport where you can say, I'm gonna be Southern Area champion. I'm gonna be happy with it, because that's what you'll reach. You might reach Southern Area level, and then you might fall off because that's what you've accomplished. My dreams and aspirations are to break records, end up in history books, all these things. So again, I know it's a common saying, shoot for the shoot for the moon.
You'll land in the stars.
Yeah, you land in the stars. Come on, get it right,
Come
cuz. Get it right. Yeah, so shoot for the moon, and if you miss, you're amongst the stars. I'm on them. Shoot for another planet. And if you miss, you land on the moon. You see, you will just, you will be above the stars. You have to pick the stars right. That's what life's about, man. Shooting for things that seem unbelievable. I'm sure Muhammad Ali didn't have a mindset of, I'm gonna be just another world champion. He said, I'm gonna be the greatest ever.
Although people see your Instagram stories with your 18-carat grills, do you still enjoy sitting with your family and just having that time? Is there a part of you that likes to just be normal and in the family?
100%. Even literally, I'm one of the people, yeah, I'm in my own little bubble. Like, you see this bottle? I'm the water in this bottle. Like, I'm being dead serious. So sometimes people, like my friends will randomly say to me, like, how does it feel? Like, I'm just remembering us growing up, like, nah, like you're somewhat famous. I'm like, but I'm not even famous. They're like, yeah, you are. I'm like, no, I'm not. In my mind, I'm not famous. Like, I can still walk on the street as normal. Only every so often people say, Andy, can I take a picture? But to me, that's not being famous. That's like being hood famous. Like, you're famous in your hood. You made one hit song, and now everyone in your area knows you. That's not, to me, that's not fame. Fame is when 60% of the world know who you are. So you can't walk on the street without getting. That's, for me, that's famous. I'm very level-headed. I've still got the same friends. You meet new people again. I'm just Anthony, man. I'm the same guy. I love eating, love busting jokes. Welcome people with open arms. That's me.
What's next for you?
What's next? We'll have to wait and see.
I think big pipe though. I heard about this.
The pipe. The pipe. Ooh. The pipe.
Just like to wrap up, what is your advice? I know you can't. You say you're not famous, but if you had any advice to a younger person wanting to live your lifestyle in boxing, what boxing advice would you give them?
Same advice I always give. Find yourself first. I feel like that's an important thing. A lot of people here, you can start something at any time, but they get lost because they don't know who they are. So they might, one day they're this person, the next minute they're trying to please people. People pleasers end up unhappy. That's one thing I've realized in life here. People pleasers end up unhappy because you please this person wants something different. And another person wants something different. So again, when you become a people pleaser, you end up unhappy because you're not pleasing yourself. You get me? So that's the first thing.
Thumbs up from Uncle.
That's the first thing. Do what makes you happy, because the most important person in your life is yourself. Do what makes you happy, and then once you find something you love, stay loving it, and just put 100% into it. I dared a young boy the other day. He was like to me, yeah, I started boxing, man, but now I've got a court case, so I haven't been in the gym for like 5 months. So why haven't you been in the gym? It's an excuse. To me, you've made an excuse. It's like me when I broke my hand in my second fight. I was still in the gym, working my left hand. It's an excuse. You make excuses to make yourself feel better because you're being lazy. That's what I said to him. I said, you're just being lazy. So what was you doing to get in trouble by police? I started selling weed, innit? Little boy as well, he's about 15 now. I started selling weed to get more money. So I'm like, okay, so you're lazy. You're cool to just get a connect, get a little bit of weed and sell it on. Like, you're being lazy. So why can't you use them selling skills to start selling a product? Create something and start selling it. Or get something at a good price and sell it. Become a businessman. Why not do that? Because that's what it is. It's a business, but on the street. So I said, I dare you. I said, what do you want to do with your life? You go, I want a box. I said, I dare you to give it 100%. Give it 100% and see what happens. Because right now, it sounds to me you're giving it 50% and you're getting 50% attempting to sign kilts. I said, give it 100%, see what happens. So that's what any young person growing up, whether they want to be a boxer, whether they want to be a football player, own their own business, give it 100%, see what happens.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you.